Matters with myself, Sonia Hillebrand. I'd like to welcome the lovely and talented decorator Desiree. Welcome.
Thank you for having me here.
Thank you. Today we're going to discuss, Desiree, the role of colour and how it plays in interior design. So Desiree, can you tell the viewers and share with them the behaviour of colour and the character change of colour, and also how colour influences the mood?
Yes, colour is such a specific element that we use in decor that can change an entire room. But light, natural light, modifies the colour, the saturation and the colour. So it's very important when looking at the natural light that enters the room, because that will have a huge bearing on the colour that you choose. Certain colours will give a very different ambience. So before choosing the colour that you want to put in, it's important to understand what type of ambience you would enjoy.
Are you saying perhaps that if we're talking about colour and light, that maybe a white and a cream would enhance the room and give it a bigger space?
It definitely. So you have your active, your passive and your neutral colours. Neutrals are your whites, your beiges and your blacks. If in a very large room you use a lot of neutrals, it would be advisable to pop the colour, perhaps in accessories or just to give some accent colours. And the reason being is because white generally makes the room very, very large.
Having said that, then I take it that black and grey and maybe a red would be a darker colour, so it would make the room look smaller, correct?
Absolutely.
Okay.
Darker colours make the room look smaller, and when using darker colours, it's always advisable to use them as a focal accent colour. So in other words, if you're wanting something different, you're wanting a black in a room, you can do only one wall or do accents of that. Don't do the whole room, it'll make it shrink.
Maybe we can let the viewers know the impact that colour has on the atmosphere.
Every colour changes your mood and changes the atmosphere of the space that you're in. I always recommend deciding what ambience you're wanting. For example, a bedroom. If you're wanting a tranquil, peaceful environment, it would be advisable to go for passive colours, softer shades of blue, turquoise, greens, and very tranquil colours. If you're wanting an invigorating environment, which for example would be a dining room, choose brighter colours, active colours, which would encourage interaction. Purple is actually a very luxurious colour. It would be wonderful in a dining room, purples and very strong colours like that. And that encourages interaction, which is lovely to have in a dining room.
Should we contrast colours?
We can either contrast colours or we can coordinate colours. So if you had to go on the colour wheel, you could take shades of a specific colour and coordinate those shades with the dominant colour. Or you can completely contrast the colours. If you had a navy couch, you could go for a pop of yellow scatter cushions, and that's the contrast. You've got a passive and an active, and that does work very well together.
And then an orange, what would that fall under? Because
Orange
it's
is
a very stimulating colour.
Yes. Orange is a invigorating, stimulating colour. Orange you can use as accents in an entrance, in a passage. People have often used orange, touches of oranges in a living room, because you wouldn't be encouraged to fall asleep with those colours.
Why would we give the terminology angry to certain colours? In what respect are those colours angry?
You know, colour has such an influence on us according to our gender, our background, our climate, and it's your personal relationship with those colours. So red is often seen as an angry colour, but it's actually also considered a colour for success. Black has also been given a very bad rap by being considered a very dark, sombre and depressing colour. But if you have a look at some of the decor, especially the decor trends coming from overseas, a lot of people have been doing one wall in black with accents, and it's beautiful. It all depends what your personal relationship is with that colour, your experience with it in the past. Generally in the decor industry, we have a 60-30-10% rule. Your dominant colour should be 60%. the hue should be 30% and your active colours, your accent colours, should I say, should be 10%. And if we generally stick to that rule, you'll get a lovely balance.
And then earlier on you spoke about the behavior of colours, and you said there was 3 behavior patterns, which was, you mentioned active, passive, and neutrals.
And neutrals.
Can we let the viewers know what is an active colour, passive colour, and the neutral colour?
Well, it's like the words say. So active are your very strong colours, your yellows, your oranges, and your reds. Passive colours are your blues, your greens, your little bit more tranquil, calmer colours. And then your neutrals are your monotones, which is your black, and your beiges, your creams, your light greys. But then we have to remember that you get shades. So you could get a purple, which is quite a strong colour, and then you can tone it down to a soft violet, which would be beautiful in a nursery. And then that's not an invigorating colour. So it all depends on the shade and how the light affects it. That will have an influence on the ambience of the room.
Desiree, can you give the viewers a tip for the week?
Yes, I think when choosing your colour, be adventurous, be bold. Let's get out of our comfort zones and practice and play around with accent colours and just enjoy colour.
Thank you so much, Desiree. That was very informative. And should you like us to discuss a subject, please don't hesitate. Get us at oaklandsfurniture.co.za. Thank you. Enjoy.